Welcome to today's video. By the end of the video, and what this video is about today is just really helping you believe in yourself, and I want to show you how surrendering to God, Source, the divine, ultimately yourself, will really help you be able to transform your life in a way that is your birthright. You're going to discover how to quiet your mind, really align with the frequency of love, and then receive the abundance and guidance that is your birthright. So by the end, I want you to just really be walking away with practical steps of tapping into this divine connection, and so that you can achieve a peaceful, successful life. So, have you ever felt stuck? Have you ever felt like life's so noisy and overwhelming? And how do I sift and sort through all of these different voices? Like, some of you guys have gone through maybe religious trauma. Some of you guys have maybe had bad experiences where you felt like you listened to God and you're just never getting the answers. Well, I can assure you, I've experienced all of that too. And today I'm going to show you how to silence the noise, surrender, and receive the answers that you've really been searching for. So basically, life is full of just so many different distractions and fears, so many fears. And like, I'm speaking from my own experience, but as I'm getting older, there are things that have just, I feel like more of the fears from my parents and more of the fears that I heard listening to as a kid are getting stronger. Like, I can feel certain neuro pathways. The trenches are getting deeper. And if any of you guys study Joe Dispenza, he talks all about neural pathways, neuroplasticity, and ways to really get our minds on board in creating new habits, creating new ways of thinking so that we can really transform our lives. So, not to get into any of that, but creating and really choosing our life in a way that is going to bring in everything is frequency. So choosing the way that we want to experience life by the thoughts that we think can really do that. I have been in the personal development world for 7 or 8 years, and I've definitely been out of those 7 and 8 years, I've been doing 5+ years with hypnosis and helping people really transform their lives and connecting them to the divine within. That is one of the things that mainly I do inside of hypnosis, is I help you connect with you and help you realize that you are just a breath away, a thought away from being able to connect with that divine source. So I'm wanting to give just some really some backstory of how this is all come to be. And one of those things is that I listened to on Audible the incredible Conversations with God, and this was by Neale Walsh. And this, the Audible is amazing. It expanded my mind. It was so just delicious to listen to. It's a 7 or 8 hour audio, 7.5 hours, something like that. And it was so amazing to be able to hear, inside of it, Donald is going over all of these conversations. He's writing it out, and he's wanting to talk to God in a literal, practical way. And it transitions from going from a female to a male, female to a male. It just goes the entire time in all these different ways. And anyways, inside, while I was listening to it, and I do a daily quiet time meditation practice for myself every single day. And I've done it for years. And after listening to this book, it's my meditation and quiet time practice, it just went from, it was already, I don't know. It went from an 8 to a 10.5 after doing this. Every single day, I'm having conversations in a way Neale Walsh is. Is that his name, or is it Donald Neale Walsh? Anyways, the author from Conversations with God. I'm now in my own practice. And part of the things that I do, if you guys haven't already gotten or been inspired, content creators, not content creators, anything, The Artist's Way is an incredible book. Inside, Julia Cameron goes over ways to like, basically you start out in the morning and you write 3 pages of anything you want. There's no judgment. It's absolutely encouraged because as an artist, as a creator, as any human being, which we all are, like we are beings of creation. So we are natural creators. So inside of this practice, it teaches that these 3 pages you go through, you dump everything out, and soon after you dump them, like I give an entire page of just bitching of this isn't working and I'm afraid of this and I'm afraid of this and scared this won't happen and my kids this and all these things, right? So I'm dumping and getting out all of these negative voices, but what happens is that it doesn't stay negative. It's like through being able to like have a non-judgmental space of being able to dump everything out, I now have this opportunity where I'm allowing the true voice inside of me to really come out, and it has been life-changing. So like I had this book that I was listening to, Conversations with God, and it completely inspired my morning pages to be next level with having conversations with God myself. And it has like it inspired this video today. It's the thing that I was told by God, right? Source creator, that while you're doing your YouTube videos, this is one of the things that needs to happen and that you need to talk about, is that every single person, like, and I'm nobody special. Like I've said that before. There's nothing that I'm doing that would stop anybody from being able to have these conversations with God. And so I'm just wanting to give you guys some practical steps. And so the first thing I want to give you guys is like the power of surrender, right? Like the power of just allowing yourself. You can get a notebook, like this is what mine looks like. These are all my words, and they're just dumps. I mean, they're after the dumping comes like seriously divine insight. And so if you don't have a notebook, get a notebook. Just find some time to surrender in and give yourself the gift of just writing it out, and you will be amazed. Before you do it, like I would absolutely recommend for you to just quiet your mind and give yourself the gift of taking some some slow deep breaths, breathing in for 5, holding for 5, and then releasing for 5, or count to 4. Everyone has some different methods with that, but just really giving yourself the gift of activating that parasympathetic nervous system. So if you're in any type of fight or flight, you can really start directing your mind and you can start directing yourself inward. And then just even saying like, I trust, I surrender, I'm giving everything away, that that control to the divine plan. And then start writing. Just start writing, giving yourself that incredible gift of writing and seeing what comes out. Just start getting whatever it is out on the page. And like inside the Artist's Way, she talks about doing a 3-page minimum, and it takes me about 30 minutes. So it's like plan on writing for 30 minutes. I listen to this little like beautiful piano thing that I have on my YouTube channel. So I listen to that while I'm writing, and I can link it here below if you guys want, but I listen to that, and it's basically 30 minutes. It's like 10 minutes per page, pretty much. So first page, dump all the bullshit out, the shit, and then the other 2 pages, like give yourself permission to speak to God and to find the answers. So much has come through between family traumas, forgiveness, incredible steps for like my evolution, what voice is really mine. Like there's just been so much, like I can just go on and on and on. But anyways, I'm hoping that this video has found you well. You want to check out my next video, or the one that I did previously on how meditation cured my fear of doing my YouTube channel, then check that out right here. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. Remember that God is always rushing in that frequency of love. Like, after you silence your mind, the frequency that comes in, that gamma frequency, that's the God consciousness. And if you allow our minds to silence, if you give yourself that time and space, surrendering in to what is already inside of you, to what you are already born with, it's just a matter of time. Please comment and share what experiences you have had experiencing divine insight in your life. And until next time, stay blessed, stay well. I love you, and keep smiling.